Guys, Meg here. We're gonna do a little range test. We're gonna do some UPS delivery today with the Rav4, and I've started with 6,137 miles since I left my house. It's pretty much full charge. It was still charging when I pulled it off the charger, but it says it's full, so it says 50 miles, so that's pretty much full. When it says when it says more than like 45 miles, it's full. Okay, so we'll see what it is at the end of the day. All right, here's Meg out. It's a wonderful day to deliver packages. So another thing is we'll be, as you saw earlier, the dash was green, right? So that means we're driving in eco mode. All right, so that's what we'll be doing. Sorry to glare. So I'm gonna be driving it in eco mode the whole day. I know, grumble. He's making us normally drive in eco mode, but I've been testing eco mode out lately, and so we're gonna see how many miles we can get in eco. All right, I know you gotta step on the throttle more, but that's what I gotta do. It's what I gotta do. All right, so I'll be doing that, and I'll be using the shifter to adjust the shift point so we can get more regen if I need more regen, is what I'm gonna say. So, because there's less regen in eco mode, it seems to want to coast more, is what I'm gonna say. Okay, so yeah, we're just gonna shift that shifter to the left and then bang it down a couple gears, and then I just throw it back into D. That's what I've been doing, but I prefer to just keep it in sport mode and drive it like a kind of one pedal driving, you know. All right, here we go. Yes, package center. We've got 6,145 miles. All right, and we've got 3 miles per kilowatt hour, which is like average pretty much. Okay, I'm gonna go pick up some packages. Okay guys, here's what the kind of typical driving around doing deliveries is like. You just kind of deliver, you just go block to block pretty much. And then I think we're around here somewhere. I have to look at my phone though to figure out where we're going. So, all right, so yeah, that's kind of like the typical driving you do when you're delivering. Really, I've really never delivered more than like 7 miles, man. For just to do like deliveries in the area. Pretty nice neighborhood. All right, hey, it's Mega here. So I pretty much delivered most of the packages. There's not that much left in here, but I just wanted to note we're at 3.6 miles per kilowatt hour. Okay, because I gotta take a bathroom break right now. I gotta go to the bathroom. So I'm taking a bathroom break. So I gotta turn the vehicle off. I'm gonna lock it. So just in case people don't try to take off with my Rav4 while I'm using the bathroom. All right. As we go. So yeah, it's gonna reset everything. So, but we can look at the stats when I show it off. So we've gotten 3 miles total time. One thing. Oh yeah. So that's pretty much the whole time I've been doing deliveries. Okay. All right. Yes, we go. Alright guys, it's the end of the day and I'm trying to head back to the warehouse, and I've got 1 mile of range left, so it's about ready to shift on over to hybrid mode. Okay, so when that happens, Hades Omega will take the odometer reading down, and then that'll give us our final EV miles for doing deliveries today. Okay, and I'll kind of let you know what kind of driving we did today, you know, because every day is kind of different when I'm doing deliveries and stuff. So there's a lot of, right now it's a lot of traffic. There's a lot of traffic right now. I'm trying to get back to the warehouse, but it's not, we're not getting there very fast, I'll tell you that. So we got 1 mile of range. I will stop when it shifts over. Okay, all right, I also want to point out we're getting 3.9 miles per kilowatt hours, like, I guess since I was done with my lunch break. That's the last time I turned the vehicle on. So 3.9, that's pretty good actually. So anywhere from, this will get anywhere from like 2 to 5 or something, you know. Now it just went up to 4. So we're doing pretty good, because we were driving through traffic. We weren't going very fast at all, so we're getting really good energy consumption is what I want to say. Okay, so the UPS center is right down the road. We'll see what happens one thing. But I've delivered all the packages. I got to return one to the warehouse, and then that's it. So I'll stop when it changes. In fact, I'll stop when I get to the warehouse because I'm pretty sure we'll be pretty close to it shifting over. Okay, right, it just went into hybrid mode, just like right down the block from where I had to get to. Dadgummit, didn't quite make it. All right, but we had 6,179 miles. All right, so I will go watch the first video and see how many miles we had when we first took off from the house, is what I want to say. Okay, but yeah, as you can see, the engine is on now. It's trying to charge the battery. So okay, and it says we got 99 miles per gallon. Okay, so when I get home from work, I will go over the range, how much range we hit delivering packages, and all the juicy details, like of how the driving went and all that. All right, here's we go. All right, hey, Hazebig here. So it's kind of dark right now. Sorry, but I just got back from work, and so I got the miles. All right, so for the package delivery challenge, all right, for the EV range dealie, all right, the EV range test, we got, all right, well, we started with 6,100, we ended with 6,179 miles, and we started with 6,137 when I first started the morning. Okay, so that's exactly 42 miles. That's crazy, right? That's exactly how much Toyota advertised this vehicle would get, the range would get. Like, that's exactly how much it would get. So wow. That's all I can say. As advertised. That's what I say. All right, it did say 50 miles when I left though. So I mean, that probably just goes to show, like, hey, this mega, like, when it's sitting around just leaving the car on and stuff, it eats up power too. Okay, so there was a lot of times where I just would let the vehicle idle. All right, that's what I do when I deliver packages. Whenever I go up to the house, I stop, and then I stop and I just leave the car on. I don't turn it off, turn it on like a normal vehicle. Okay. Yeah. So the type of driving we did today, I drove it was like some surface streets and then some freeway. I had to take the freeway to get to the warehouse, and then I went to the warehouse, and then they sent me somewhere else, and I took the freeway to get somewhere else, and then the rest of the time was just kind of surface streets, all right, city streets, and it was just kind of just going back and forth, all right? Going back and forth delivering packages, all right? So what Hazebig does is he's what called a personal vehicle delivery driver, all right? And I use the Rav4. I'm using my personal vehicle, okay, the Rav4, and I've been using it to deliver packages, all right, for the peak season, and it pays pretty good. If you guys are wondering, in my area, it pays like $38 an hour. All right, that's pretty good. I'm putting the Rav4 to work, you know, and yeah, I did most of it. I would say like 98 or 95%. All electric power, okay, and then the very last, just a portion to get pretty much home, was in hybrid mode, all right. And even then, in hybrid mode, I managed to hypermile at home, using this, just like trying to glide, you know, on electric, and I was able to do 66% in EV mode. It's crazy, right? So that just goes to show how kind of thrifty the Rav4 is driving at lower speeds. Okay, so I had it in eco mode, and yeah, I had it in eco mode, and I was using the shifting to get me more regen and stuff, because the eco mode doesn't have much regen, is what I want to say. It's not as much regen as I would like when you let off the throttle. Okay, Hazebig likes that when you let off the throttle, it regens on its own. It doesn't do that as much in eco mode is what I'm gonna say. Okay. That's why I like driving it in sport mode. So maybe tomorrow, if I get work tomorrow, I will try it again in sport mode. All right, just all sport mode. The only problem with having it in sport mode is if I turn the vehicle off, it doesn't go back to sport mode. That's what kind of sucks. So um, it only works in normal mode and eco mode. So if you turn it off in eco mode, it starts in eco mode. If you turn it off in normal mode, it starts in normal mode. If you turn it off in sport mode, it reverts back to normal mode. Okay, so that's what I don't like. I don't know why Toyota did that. I wish it would just be the same mode that you had the last time you started. You know, why? Do you not want us to drive in the sports mode, Toyota, the not fun mode? That's what I say, okay? But yeah, but definitely I feel that the eco mode is pretty good for doing deliveries and stuff, because when you're doing deliveries, you don't really need a whole lot of power. It's better to have a smoother throttle, smoother takeoff, you know, as opposed to like, oh, it just takes off like right all the time. But Hazelmega likes that feeling, you know, like it just takes off really fast, you know. And really all the drive modes do, all they really do is well, one thing, it changes the regen a little bit and the steering, but the main thing it does is it adjusts your throttle sensitivity. That's really all it does, man. So eco mode is the least sensitive, and sport mode is the most sensitive. So that means like you just press it a little bit and it'll take off faster, you know. That's all it really is. So you probably could save some more power in eco mode, because you wouldn't, if you stepped on a throttle, it wouldn't go as fast, all right? Unless you're just smashing it all the time, you know. Hazelmega is pretty light on the throttles, I want to say. That's why I like it more responsive. So yeah, I drove it in eco mode, and it was like, I would say a mix, yeah, let's say mix, 50-50 mix of street and freeway. All right, and with like delivery driving, like that's like stop, go, stop, move up a little bit, and then go around the block, deliver a package, go down the block a little bit, deliver another package, get in and out of the vehicle like 50 times a day. Yeah, that type of thing. All right, and the Rav4 is excellent for it. Okay, the Rav4 Prime makes a great delivery vehicle, except it's not very big. you can't put a lot of big packages in it, which is okay, I guess, because that just means I have to go back to the mothership, the truck, all right, the package truck more often, all right. This is okay, but it also makes it easier to find the packages too. If you don't have a lot of space in here, like you know, there's not too many places to look, is what I'm gonna say. All right, so yeah, I managed to put down like about more than 6 hours of doing deliveries in the Rav4 today. I didn't check how many stops I did. I checked the first time, I did 27. I have done close to 40, probably around 40 stops today. I did 40 stops, and I kind of was going back and forth a whole lot. I probably delivered somewhere around 60 packages out of the Rav4 also. Okay, but the main purpose of this video was to see what kind of range you would get doing a delivery run in eco mode. All right, and it was 42 miles. That's exactly what Toyota advertised the Rav4 Prime to get. All right, and that's doing work, okay? that's like putting the vehicle to work, all right? It's kind of not like a normal driving circumstances. Yeah, it's just a lot of stop and go. You're not going really fast. You're kind of just driving down the block, looking for the house number you're looking for, right? That type of thing, okay? All right. So thanks for watching. It was 42 miles. That's the end of our experiment. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed that. This vehicle always continues to impress me. There's no doubt in my mind that that purchasing the Rav4 Prime was like the best thing to do. All right, really, it is the best plug-in hybrid on the market right now. All right, for the money. Okay, you could buy something much more expensive, but for the money, you know, you get a lot. All right, you get a lot for your money, and it can do like pretty much everything. I just want to say, okay, all right, cool deal. I'm still super happy. Hazelmega has no buyer's remorse. Maybe a little bit of buyer's remorse. Some of the little things Hazelmega is not happy with in this vehicle, but I'll make a separate video about that. But it's just a bunch of little small stuff, you know, some stuff that Hazelmega could live with. All right, Hazelmega. It's like, ready for launch, Captain.